Welcome, YouTubers, to Life on 10, Episode 3. I am Angela, and of course, I have my lovely co-hosts with me,
Vanessa.
Awesome. Vanessa, you have some great news to tell us, right?
I do. Yeah, so we are over 100 subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. It's
Excellent.
amazing. And our first video, we're at over 700, almost 800 views.
Oh, man, man. Okay, all right. Super cool. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
thank you so much. And again, just continue to subscribe, and
yes,
share.
Please, and comment. A lot of you guys have been putting in amazing comments on our Facebook page or even sending me messages privately. Please put those comments on our YouTube video. That way YouTube knows that you guys are engaged and we get credit for it. So,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So today on episode 3, we're going to talk about something that really resonated with me since the last time we filmed. But before that, I'm going to share my Life on 10 moment.
Great.
My Life on 10 moment between the last time we videoed and now is this weekend I went to Vegas. It was Valentine's weekend and I went to Vegas with a girlfriend and I missed my flight. I was having so much fun that I missed my 6 o'clock flight.
Which I knew was going to happen. Come on,
Yes.
6 a.m. flight, come on.
I was super optimistic. So this is my Life on 10 moment. And if you go to our Life on 10 Instagram, you'll see me talking about this actually live, is that my Life on 10 moment was I surrendered to the moment. I didn't resist it. I didn't get upset. I just said, okay, universe, for some reason, you wanted me to miss my flight.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but I'm willing to just surrender to the moment. And that was my Life on 10 moment. Now, ask me, has the universe revealed why I missed the flight? Not yet, but stay tuned. I'll let you know when it does.
Right.
What's your Life on 10 moment?
So my Life on 10 moment was actually brought to us by one of our viewers who kind of shared, I think, a Life on 10 or an aha moment for her. So I'm not going to name any names because it came to me via private message, but one of our viewers told me after our last video where we were talking about parenting, you know, stay-at-home parents versus, you know, being a working parent and the feelings that go into all that. She sent me a message about the fact that just watching our video made her feel better about the decision that she made to stay home and parent her child. Wow. She had been feeling like, you know, that she had another job offer and it was something that she was really good at, but she just felt this intense desire to stay home with her daughter. But part of this feeling that she was having was, am I, you know, I'm not worth as much, or I'm not bringing to society all that I can by going out and taking this other very meaningful job. But after hearing us talk, and she said, I just needed 2 independent, strong women to kind of slap me upside the head and get me thinking better. And she realized that the decision she made to take care of the thing that was most precious to her, which was her daughter, we made her feel better about that decision.
That's fantastic.
And that's like the whole reason we're doing the show.
That's amazing. That's
to me, I was like, okay, we're done.
I know,
we can end right now. We can help somebody.
No, not quite, not quite.
No. We want to keep going.
But that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's what we're about. That's what we're about.
That made me feel amazing, you know. And so I thought, okay, this means we have to keep this show going. We have to keep bringing more content to you that matters.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. So speaking of content, I know the last time we ended, I said that we would talk about depression and mental health, which is something very close to home for me. But in between the time that we filmed and I said that, we've had a couple of things happen in our country.
Yeah.
Wow, that just, I feel that I'm pulled to talk about.
Yeah.
And so I apologize. We will be talking about depression on our next episode or the upcoming ones. But I really wanted to talk about compassion. And I guess I would like to say the lack thereof.
I would say the lack of compassion.
The lack of compassion.
Absolutely.
This is what happened. We were in the throes of the impeachment trial and everything. And in my universe, I don't know about in yours, but in my universe, there was such visceral emotions surrounding that. You know, we know that our country is polarized right now, but it seemed like it heated up even more during that time period.
It did.
And it just got ugly.
Yeah.
Just super ugly.
On all sides, just yeah.
Yeah, super ugly.
Yeah.
And then we all seemed to pause when we heard the news about the tragic crash, the tragic accident with Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the other victims. And I want to name everybody that was on that helicopter. So I was reading the other day that no one ever really dies if you keep their names alive. So if you excuse me, I have it on my phone. I'm going to read everyone's name. We'll talk about this. So of course, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, but there was also Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Alyssa Altobelli, and forgive me if I pronounce the name incorrectly, Carrie Altobelli, John Altobelli, Christina Mosser, and the helicopter pilot, Ara. So we're just gonna do a little silent moment for them right now. So thank you guys. So what happened is, so we had the impeachment trial going on, and all of the emotions just went to a whole nother level, I should say.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, this tragedy happened. And what I saw, what I experienced in my community, my person with friends and family at work, is that for that moment, we stopped and our walls came down, and we shared in grief and mourning. And we also had this just amazing compassion for the family members, the survivors.
Absolutely.
So when I saw that happening, like these same people that were at each other's throat, you know, a day before.
Exactly.
Ready to just, you know, literally some of them kill each other.
Yeah.
That happened, and then everything shifted.
Yeah.
And so there's this nation mourning, overall just a nation coming together and mourning and having this sadness and this grief and feeling compassion and empathy for the family members. I had this thought, and I said, we are innately compassionate beings.
We are.
Why does it take a crisis for us to go there, to that place, for us to remember our interconnectedness?
Yeah.
Why is that?
You know, and it's not that this is the first time this happens over and over again. And we were talking about how with, I mean, my God, I think the most recent thing, or the thing that truly showed how, and we're going to focus on Americans because I think that's where our experience is, right?
Sure.
When 9/11 happened, the world did stop. Our world stopped, and we all remember where we were. We all do remember where we were, for those of us that were alive when 9/11 happened or old enough. And the world changed after that. Absolutely everything changed after that. But we pulled together as a country so amazingly. I mean, just so amazingly. It was the pride we all felt as Americans, as just coming together as one. And it was one of the most tragic things that could happen to our society, to Americans. Now, terrible, tragic things happen all over the world all the time. And of course, because we are, I think, innately egocentric beings,
just talked about that.
We focus a lot on what happens to America when, you know, every day something, you know, there's a horrible earthquake somewhere, there's a tsunami that just kills thousands and thousands of people. I mean, bad things happen all over the world. But just looking at our perspective, the way that we can come together with that common unifying thread of grief and compassion when mass shootings occur, any of these things, you see people that wouldn't even look at each other on the street, that wouldn't even, you know, deign to consider them as a person, holding hands or standing side by side, shoulder to shoulder, and comforting each other. And that is one of the most amazing things that we can do as humans. And I don't know, and I'm saying, I don't have that answer to you either.
I mean,
why?
That's it for me. It's the how can we? Okay, I have a girlfriend who is she belongs to a different political party
Yeah.
than I do. Yet, we don't agree on specific issues.
Yeah.
We agree to disagree. But we also go one step further than that. We acknowledge and respect the passion and the wholehearted way we approach our values and our beliefs. So what happens is, I look at her and I admire her passion.
Yeah.
And I get that she believes just as I do, just as passionately, fervently as I do, that who she's supporting is the right person.
Yeah.
Like she's like, that person, those issues are going to help our country. And she believes that with all her heart and soul. And I know that. And so because I acknowledge that, we're friends.
Yeah.
And it's reciprocal. I mean, it's the same for her. She thinks the same way. So I guess another question I have is like, what would it be like if we and our politicians and everyone else, every time you engaged in a conversation and an interaction, first you came from your heart space.
Yeah.
And just acknowledged that, wow, Vanessa wholeheartedly believes this.
Yeah.
She's not, she's not this horrible person with these terrible ideas about whatever. She really believes that.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but listen to you.
Yeah.
And hear what you have to say. Not that I needed to agree with you, but boy, would I have respect and honor the space, because you're coming from a genuine, authentic space.
Yeah, it's really challenging because I think we tend to shut down all roads of communication a lot of times when we talk with somebody who has a differing opinion or disagrees with, and we place our own values, our own life experiences, and put them in that. When we're looking at, we don't know where that person came from, we don't know the things that they've experienced, we don't know all of the things that made them who they are. And I think it just, by demonizing anybody from the other side, and like I said, Angela and I are not going to talk about what side we come in on, because that's not the point here.
No.
But by demonizing the other side, no matter what angle you're at, there will never be any compromise. There will never be any winning. There will never be any synergy. There will never be anything good coming out of that conversation, that meeting, that anything. And so why, like you said, what would happen? Amazing things would happen.
I think so.
Amazing things would happen if we just sat back and said, I think we all want the same thing. We all want to be supported and to be loved and to be seen and heard. And it's just, now, I mean, I'm not going to say that there are not people out there that, encompass some of the characteristics of true evil, right?
No, not
that
saying
exists,
that.
right? We can't, but I think that is so small, right? I think that portion of people out there is so small, and the majority of us, 99.9% of us, are all good people that want good things to happen. And just some of us are more focused on ourselves than others.
I think my concern is that our goodness is like, if it was a balloon, we have some holes in it.
Yeah.
and that's one of my concerns.
Yeah.
It's that we're slowly seeping out that just innate goodness.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, because this is a topic I sense is an important topic, profound topic. One of those topics I talked about in episode 1 when I said we were going to go deep and wide.
Yeah.
I would like for us to stop here and invite everyone to join us for our next episode. It'll be episode 3, part 2. And we're going to title this Compassion. Where is it? How can we find it? How can we incorporate more of it into our lives? Because I know that we're capable. We're more than capable. So we're going to take that break.
Yep.
Now.
And we will come back to you with part 2.
And remember, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you.